What is the way out? The way out is good governance. How can you bring good governance to onto our table? How can you reduce fuel price?
Yeah, the security is appalling. It's not something to write home about. And I think I will lay the whole thing on the table of Mr. President, in that where there is a will, there will always be a way. If he wants to stop this, he can stop it. If he wants all these menace to stop right now, as the commander-in-chief of the armed forces, it will stop. But without that, it's still going to be the same old game.
The way out is good governance. How can you bring good governance to onto our table? How can you reduce fuel price? How can you look at that lady? See how she's carrying what puff puff to selling on the street. 2 minutes after now, you see tax force coming to arrest that girl, that lady. You see raiding. They will be raiding people, arresting people in their own country. You see tax force arresting motorists, creating tension where there is no tension. That is what causes the insecurity. Okay, who are the people who are causing the insecurity in the first place? Are they not the citizens? My brother, the other time people protested against what? Bad governance. You know what the government tagged it? They tagged it NSAS. It is not NSAS. People were not happy about everything. That is why they protested. Oga, for you to get security here, there must be good governance, my brother. If they want security in this land, bros, reduce fuel price, the VAT, all this, what is it called? Electricity tariff, all these things. Then decentralize the power.
We should change government. We should change our government. Maybe our leader. Go choose another leader. That's what I think.
The government are the ones who created the problems here and there, and they are calling the international community to come and help. But my brother, I think that the way forward is to make sure you provide the basic living life for the people, which is the food. Because if I have something to eat, I won't be able to think of uh, doing something that is against the law. Yeah, that those who are agitating, those who are killings and causing mayhem here and there, is those who are not who are hungry. Like they said, the hungry man is an angry man. So I think the solution of this is to make sure they provide for each and everyone, which is the main purpose of people voting them into power. But now they have turned it upside down, and people they are no longer bearing the hunger, and they are going out to the street. So I think the government should do that by providing for the people.
Your president is the insecurity we have. That's just very simple. Buhari is the insecurity we have. Let me tell you something. If I'm in position of power authority and something is not going wrong and something is not going well, let me tell you the truth. Who are we going to hold responsible? You are going to hold me responsible. Now let me tell you how it looks like. It's like you are the chief security officer of a particular company, and every minute, every day, they steal something from that company. Then who do you want me to hold responsible? I will hold the chief security officer responsible. But Nigeria is not doing that. Everybody's just praising Buhari. Let me tell you something. The truth is that I like speaking the truth at all time. Buhari is to be held. He's the one we can hold. The security in this country is caused by Buhari. Buhari is from Fulani. Who are the ones disturbing this country? Fulani people. Do you want to say Buhari doesn't know them? He knows them. But the problem is that Buhari is even afraid of his own life. That's the gospel truth. A lot of people don't know. They think Buhari is just there for... Buhari knows his people. He knows Fulani people. He knows that something he will do now, the Fulani will want him dead. And they will silence him and they will kill him. That's exactly what is happening. Buhari is afraid of his men. He's afraid to tackle them. That's the truth. Because if he knows if he tackles them, there is probability that they may kill him. And so Buhari himself is trying to dodge his life. Buhari himself loves his life. And that's why he's not trying to tackle the problem of insecurity.
When you fail to attend to, unemployment, you fail to attend to inequality, you fail to attend to, give attention to nepotism, tribalism, eventually it will result to this. Because security is everybody's collective responsibility. And once we are not collective in our, in our attention to issues and needs among the people, then people will tend to go their separate way. Nobody will care to know what happens to the other people. When it's happening in the north, they say it's Boko Haram and it's insecurity in the north. Some will even take it to the level that they want to Islamize Nigeria. That's their method of Islamizing Nigeria. But when they now left the north and came to east, they now say it's hip hop, or they say it's ESN, or they say it's we come to the west, they say it's Odua people. They're the one causing problem. The problem is lingering, unattended issues that needed to be given attention to, of unemployment and of inequality and of nepotism and tribalism in our polity, which has not been solved. And once it's not solved, nobody will collectively say, let us attend to this issue and face this issue. Everybody wants to play to his own tribal sentiments. Every other person wants to claim to his unattention of the government to their own needs. And therefore, it will result to this scenario we are seeing today. Because inequality, tribalism, nepotism is growing in the country. And that's why nobody will give attention to fight together a common devil that is bedeviling the nation. That's why it is like this.
Oh boy, winning you was so easy.
I just couldn't stand those your powerful shots. That's what happened.
Really? Let's go to my place for dinner.
This fufu is so nice.
It's through unripe plantain flour.
True unripe plantain flour is delicious.
Yes, true unripe plantain flour is what I serve my husband for swallows. It's easy to prepare, fortified with vitamin A, low in sugar and cholesterol, rich in fiber that helps the heart, builds and strengthens the bone, and his energy level is boosted.
Through unripe plantain flour, no additives, 100% natural, a product of Pali Agro Products Nigeria. Through unripe plantain flour, available in all leading stores nationwide.
Can't compare the two anyway, but Jonathan was far much better. No matter it was during Jonathan's time, they came up with this issue. And remember what Sultan of Sokoto said then. Fighting Boko Haram is like revolting against Allah. Then Buhari himself said, fighting Boko Haram is like fighting the northerners. That he should negotiate with them. And then Jonathan called for negotiation. They refused. They said that Buhari and the so people should go and represent them. You know all those things. So when you talk about this, why I'm referring you to that area is because I want you to know where the Boko Haram people, where they came from. And now, due to Jonathan's time, when they came up, Jonathan fought them. He first wanted to make peace. Then he took it to the lawmakers. They said that they are terrorists. He followed due process before he tagged them terrorists. Then he started fighting them. They started shouting, you want to finish our people, this, that. You remember that they conducted the election everywhere during his tenure. It wasn't like this. You understand? Now the thing is much more. It's not even, okay, let me tell you, Nigeria is the third worst nation, not secure nation on earth. Third, according to UN. Third. During Jonathan's time, where were we?
Well, it would be so difficult to do a kind of evaluation on that. Because in one government, you see some people trying to come together against somebody, against one. Then in another one, you see another government trying to portray a particular agenda. So when you are looking at it from that different angle, you're going to look at one where there is conspiracy against a government, and then you look at another one where there is pursuit of a particular agenda and interest. So based on those two, I mean, viewers can make their own judgments.
Everybody knows that Goodluck Jonathan is a gentleman, even though we call it a weak one, but he was a very, in fact, he was best to compare to this present government, because when things, even during Jonathan, there is a kind of recession all over the world, but Nigerians sustain. Nobody go out to the street. Nobody go to steal from each other or killing another person to live. No, everybody was sustaining. So they did their best, and which their best is very far better than this present condition of Nigeria.
Let me tell you, fairness, there's no one that is better. But I can take Jonathan. Why? Because even during Jonathan time, let me tell you, whether you want it or not, I was in this Nigeria when Jonathan was ruling. Jonathan was not performing. The only gospel truth is that Buhari came and made life unbearable for us. So we started complaining. Why Jonathan was he performing? What did you achieve as a person? Let's tell ourselves the truth. But the problem is that this came, everything just got spoiled. That's the truth. Sometimes people will tell you, why is it that you're just trying to address your president with an ordinary name? I can address it with a because he's not performing. But I can address you with a good name when you are performing.
The thing that kept lingering, this issue of tribalism, both in appointments, when Jonathan is there, he carries his people along. When Buhari comes there, he carries some people along. If you put a Yoruba man too, except for the issue of Obasanjo when he was the president, he didn't carry his people along, he carried everybody along. And it was easy for him to tackle insecurity in his own time because he was carrying everybody along. So everybody is fighting together, a common devil that bedevil the nation. But in the case of this particular regime, the reason why is the same insecurity that's going on. The reason why it's escalating is because there's no courage of other segments. It becomes more, it becomes more, visual that this person that's now ruling the country is only about his tribe and about his people. And everyone says, okay, go and fight your fight. You have your people, go and fight them. Then since you are shedding them off, everything that will make them have a problem, you shed them off. Go and keep fighting your fight alone. And they're watching where your fight will end. That's what's resulted to the escalation of insecurity. And now it's like the bandits, the terrorists, they have now discovered that this man that is fighting his fight cannot fight them. So let's keep doing what we are doing. And the more people are now taking advantage, okay, he cannot even fight this thing. He thinks he knows much. They will now, I will deal with them, we'll finish them. Come and deal with us. And they have even discovered that is now a game or a language, I will deal with them and finish them. Then I say, okay, keep on finishing us. When you alone can finish us, I come alone and finish us. Let's see. And the thing now says, the bandits have now discovered, terrorists have now discovered, these people are just mere talk. They don't have the security group or intelligence that is a linked intelligence, which has a great intent to fight them. If you fight us in the south, it's where we come to the southwest. If you fight us in the southwest, you go to the northeast, then come and be fighting, you get tired. But everybody's involved in the fight. Are you getting me? Because everybody is equally treated. Are you getting me? Everybody will now put hands together and say, these people need to fight this devil together. But now they left him alone, go and fight your fight. And now he can't fight it.
iBrandTV. Business first.